All right, looks like we should be live. Let's see. Let's do a little refresher-roo. Takes a little bit for people to come in, but let's see. There we go. Yeah, we can hear myself. Let's mute that. We got 4 people so far. What's up, guys? Happy Saturday. How we looking? What are you guys up to? Got my buddy Chris here today. You might see him in a few videos. CSL, what's up, buddy? We're going to talk about how I almost rage quit planes and broke my NX8. And then we're going to talk about the new limitless. I have that pulled up. We'll go over there and talk about it a little bit. I have a couple ideas that I kind of want to do with my infraction. It's raining there. That sucks, buddy. But yeah, Chris, you should run RC cars with me. He used to have a Revo 2.5, and he is the Mini Slash. Yeah, the Mini Slash, right?
It's a good little truck for what it is.
No, yeah, they're fun as hell. But yeah, he came to visit, so I grew up with Chris. I've known him pretty much forever. Over 20 years.
25 years, probably.
Yeah, 25 years. What are you guys getting into? Again, we'll let it fill up a little bit, and then we'll talk about how I almost rage quit planes forever, and then we'll go over the limitless.
Before it even started.
Yeah, Jeremy, what's up, buddy? How you doing? And by getting into anything cool, what are you guys' thoughts on that new limitless, man? I have my own thoughts on it. We'll go over that, but I have
We have Oscar joining us today. With
Yeah.
the driver, apparently.
Oscar's just chilling behind me on my chair now. But yeah, well, I'll touch on what happened with the plane. It's never even left the ground. I went to bind my NX8, and then my NX8 bricked, and I had a memory card. I was gonna like reinstall the firmware, but I never registered my transmitter, and each firmware is registered to the serial number on your controller, and I couldn't get the serial number because it was bricked. I threw the box away, even though I keep all my boxes, and I couldn't, even when I plugged the controller into my computer, it wouldn't pop up. So I was screwed. And it went flying across the garage, and then it bounced really good off of my desk here. It slammed into the wall. The handle broke off. The left joystick is super tight now. I did order the RTR version of that controller for this plane, so we will fly it. But I raced pretty hard, so the NX8 is dead.
So the controller flew more than the plane so far.
Yeah, it did. Exactly. Chris said the controller flew more than the plane. So yeah, I haven't snapped like that in a long time. I've been pretty good, but that set me off. Hunter, what's up, buddy? But yeah, it's and the new controller was supposed to be here today, but it just hit Georgia, so now it says Tuesday because Monday is a holiday. Spike, yeah, I know, it's funny. I raced hard. I have to edit that video. The reason why I didn't go live last Sunday, when I built the plane and stuff, was because I was doing research to see if I could fix the NX8 when it bricked. And I could have if I registered it, but I never registered it, so I was screwed. So, yeah, that's why it hasn't been edited yet. It'll be up tomorrow. Scott, what's up, buddy?
Oh, man.
What are you guys getting into this weekend? Any RC fun? I know CSL said it's raining. Before Chris leaves, we might run some RC cars because we're smoking ribs today. We're gonna start a fire. I had to burn up some sticks and stuff. Maybe we'll move the ramp and jump the fire.
I think that sounds good.
Right? It'd be fun.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, I'm gonna run this, the Notorious. But yeah, guys, it's I raged hard though. I haven't raged like that in a long time. So the NX8 is no more. Nothing much, just chilling and looking at specs of the new limits. Yeah, we're gonna actually go over that in a little bit. I have it pulled up. We're gonna go over it. I have some thoughts on it. I have some ideas because I have an infraction, and I want to try to figure out a way to lift it and put knobby tires on it, because the limitless video, like the short they did, made people think it was like like a Typhon 8S or something because it was off road, but it was on the salt flats. So yeah, it's like super flat, so you can run a limitless like that. I really think they should have went off road with it. So I'm thinking we might pull the infraction out and take a look at it, maybe discuss how we might be able to lift it, put some knobby tires on that. Because on my dirt roads, with just a little bit of lift on it, that thing would be fun as hell. Good RC weather in Wisconsin, is it? Very nice. Okay, ready to run the new LMT Gravedigger? Hell yeah, dude. Bob, what's up, man? Bob. I'm going to finish putting my new MX-07 together this weekend and hopefully get it out for a rip. Hell yeah, dude. That's going to be sick. I still want to get that Techno monster truck kit at some point. But again, I have to thin the herd first. Mets RC needs to come get his MTXL. Still nursing a broken ankle, man. That sucks, Bob. Hopefully you heal soon, bud. Healing up good. Well, that's good to hear, man. You would like to see me do that? An off-road limitless? Yeah, exactly. But I'm not going to get the limitless. I'm just going to use my infraction, and try to figure out. Well, we'll get it out and look at after we look at the limitless, the new one. We'll pull out the infraction and talk about, because I was eyeing it up. I really don't want to make it wider because I kind of want to keep that like truck look. Because once it gets a little too wide, it's going to have that like buggy almost look. So if there's just a way that we can lift it, I know you can like put spring spacers in and stuff, but I kind of want to make it legit lift. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, off-road limitless or something would be cool. The limitless would be easier to lift because the tires are on the outside. There's no fenders or nothing. So you could just throw bigger tires on it, re-gear it, and you already have ground clearance. But I kind of want to keep the truck look. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, the infraction is fun as hell. Mine's running 8S too because my ESC lit on fire on that when it was 6S on the first run. But Horizon took care of that and warranted it. That was a few years ago. We'll be running off-road limitless today. Hell yeah. You never owned one? Yeah, I never owned a limitless either, just because it's a very specific kind of niche thing. It's like a super on-road car. Let's pull that up since we're talking about it now. So, again, it looks like the regular limitless, but there are a couple upgrades. Obviously, it's RTR now. The old one used to be a roller only. I think the red looks pretty good. I kind of like the blue and white version though. I feel like that looks a little more badass. Like the red looks cool. That looks like something a villain would drive. Red and black. You love the way it looks? Yeah. I've thought about making it 8S. Yeah, my infraction's 8S. It rips, dude. Absolute rips. I actually think the power plant in that is the stock Outcast 8S stuff I took out. Yeah, the F1 appearance. No, it's definitely a sick car. And if you have a spot where you can actually run these, they're awesome. But with the gearing that it comes with and stuff, apparently you can go 120 miles an hour. Like you better hope there's no curbs, no cars, no people, because that's ridiculously fast. The red reminds you of the Marlboro Formula car. Yeah, it does actually looks like Marlboro. Agreed. Yeah, it's a niche thing. It's definitely cool as hell though. I think it has the upgraded diffs, it has like EXP diffs in there. Just the mean looking car. Again, very niche though. And these Hoons, they don't last long at all. You get a few runs, especially if you're hitting over 100. They're like, I'll run and you're good. You have to get new tires. I do like that the fact that it's 8S now, but a lot of these speedrun guys got the rollers because they put these crazy power plants in them. So I don't know if that was the right move on their part for like the speedrun guys, at least. People that just want to get a fast ass car makes sense. It's armor nothing less. Yeah. You've had a hard enough time at 95 in my fraction, not even road. Yeah, dude. Like once you start hitting those over 70s, 80s, it's a whole different kind of beast to mess with. My infraction hauls ass. So yeah, what KV is in there? Oh yeah, it comes with the spool too, so you can lock the spool. Yeah, there's the EXB. That's the center diff is EXB, which makes sense. If they're aiming for 120, you need that to be pretty bulky. I wonder what Traxxas is going to do, respond losing the fastest RTR title. Yeah, I don't know if they really care, honestly. You know, Traxxas kind of just does their thing. Because they had the fastest RTR for years now. So I'm really curious to see when these get in people's hands, like what they're actually doing when they put the gearing in the spool. But 120 miles an hour is insane. 8S 1450 kV. Okay. Waterproof. I still think it's weird that it's not censored. Like again, these new black ESCs that came out that are in the Notorious and the Creighton I have and stuff, they're super smooth. They're almost like a sensor, but they're not a sensor, if you know what I mean. They are super controllable though. Like it's not like as aggressive as they used to be. They could be if you just get on it, but they're controllable. So I'm really curious how that's going to feel because a lot of these guys run those sensors so you can really ease into it and get up to speed. So I'm really curious to see how that's going to feel with these new ESCs. You sure they'll come up with something? Yeah. Still, it's a big car. It's like the infraction, a little bigger, a little longer, actually. But yeah, you know they're going to have to answer back to something. But if you watch the video, they show it like I said, I really wish they kind of went the off-road route because we've had the limitless a long time. Even if they just opened up those fenders a little and brought it a little bit off the ground and just put a knobby tire on it, I think it would like appeal to more people. You're in love. I think sick, dude. You're gonna get one, Hunter. 800, and honestly, like I know $800 is a lot, but comparatively to like other cars, and it being the fastest RTR, you know, you don't have to add nothing to it but batteries. I feel like that's a solid price point for something like that because you're not buying this like if you're a first time RC guy. You know, you're somebody that's been in it. You know what you're doing. Yeah, 800 is not bad at all because shit, the EXP Creighton, the new one, was like almost 900. So I again completely different. One's a basher monster truck, one just hauls ass on the street. But I really think that's a pretty solid price. What do you think, Chris?
Price wise, I mean, at least you have like the cost up front. It's not going to have to be adding a ton of upgrades to it. You know,
Yeah, it's
I mean,
true.
it's not something I'd buy. I mean, I had 2 RC cars, but
Yeah,
you know, you got some experience under your belt. Something you can just grab right out of the box and it'll do 120 miles an hour. I mean,
yeah, it's
I don't
sick.
know what else you need to do at that point.
I'm sure people will like first time people are probably going to get it thinking 120 miles an hour, and as soon as they hit 80 they're going to be like what the hell.
Dude, my slash does like 30 and I think it's fast enough for a 116. So
Yeah, yeah, like 100 and like because you even think like 100 in a car like you're not supposed to, but we've been there.
yeah.
And you're like, oh wow, I'm hauling a butt, but like seeing it like this big going past you is insane.
I'll take a leg off.
Yeah, it would. You would get one, but you have nowhere to run it. Yeah, that's a huge issue. It's like I said, it's a very niche thing. The 6S is 830 and 8S is 1K. Yeah, that's what I figured. So I feel like I said, for a speed car this fast is pretty impressive. And let me know if you guys heard Chris. I want to make sure it should have picked him up, my mic.
I'll have to project a little. Right, Oscar?
A lot will find out what happens when you hit something at 100. Yeah, it goes. It's nuts. But it's definitely a cool thing. I just, like I said, I really wish they kind of dug into the off-road aspect a little bit, because that teaser trailer they did, a lot of people thought it was the 8S and I have too many cars, the 8S buggy Typhon. People thought it was the 8S Typhon, but it's not. Yeah, exactly. It goes kaboom, and then you just hear a bunch of crunching, and then if your lipos pop, you're pop. And then a lot of beeping and running as you're trying to save what little parts you have left. Yeah, it's cool though. But again, let me grab my infraction. We're gonna take a look at that, because again, I'm trying to figure out a way to lift it, because I really want to make it off road. No, it's not on. My dog was ready to attack the Notorious.
Hey, he only likes it when it's moving. Dog, who's the... Here it comes.
It's dusty as hell. They're not on. Sorry, my dog sees an RC car and thinks it's playtime. Let's go back to this view real quick. And bench. So, again, we're trying to. Sorry, I hit this when I threw the controller, so my camera's a little off. Make sure there's no nightmares in here, meaning spiders. So, with the Notorious here, I have an 8S motor and ESC. I have the handbrake for the rear to lock up the back. See how smooth these tires are?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just from running. The thing is, I don't know how I should go about trying to lift this, because you can get some if you compress the springs, but they're already compressed. I was talking to Gus. He said you might be able to run a buggy shock on there, and then obviously your cast and camber will be off, but you should be able to adjust it. But the arms are really short. They're really short arms. And if I put a longer arm on, obviously I can put a bigger shock on. But then the tires would be sticking out real far, and I really don't want to do that. Same with my fiance's dog. Yeah, as soon as he sees him, he thinks it's party time. So I'm not sure. I'm thinking if you can get a shock tower that's a little taller, you'd be able to run a longer shock, kind of keep the geometry a little bit, and it should lift it up. If I could run
Size.
Yeah, I know. If I could run these what are these? The Badlands on here, that'd be sick, but it's, again, you're so low to the ground, it's not that much bigger.
Yeah, you're only buying like a quarter inch or something.
So I don't know even if the steering would match up.
One person stuff.
Yeah. What's mine? No, they don't. Because it'll probably hit. Make some shock brackets. That's what I'm thinking. Like work off of the shock tower and kind of build some kind of spacer or something. But again, it'll throw off the geometry of the suspension, but you should be able to adjust it with these ball ends. Oh no, they clear.
Little body trim.
Dude.
Too bad.
There's. Can you grab that buggy up there? We're gonna toss on. Maybe extend the hubs. That's what I was thinking too. Bring the hubs out a little bit. Thanks, sir.
Donor car.
Yeah. So this is my what is this? I always forget the name. The Typhon. This is the only buggy I've had that flies like a buggy. It's flat, but it can also do a backflip. So it's absolutely insane. They just put it on the table. Just put it on the table. But yeah, so we're gonna try to see what this looks like. You can make that work, yeah. But I still don't think it's enough ground clearance. And the fact that the arms are so short on this are gonna pose an issue, I think. Chef saying you want? Sergeant Jay, what do you want, bud? Let me know what you want. This actually needs a new ESC because the ESC is the BEC in the ESC is shorting, so it's overvolting my servos. So I blew up 2 servos in here because it's overvolting them and blowing the servos up. So I need to put an ESC in this. So I stop blowing up freaking servos. Oh, there was dirt in that one.
That's a good one.
For your birthday, you're 39. Oh, you're old as hell. I just turned how old am I? 37.
37.
On the 25th was my birthday. Yeah, Sergeant J, but you don't look 39. I look 45. Sergeant J is the one. Remember when I was building that Nitro Truggy? He was in Italy and he was able to get me that motor.
Right.
Obviously, I paid for it and shipped it and stuff, but he was able to help me out.
That thing's awesome.
Yeah, Sergeant J's good people. Forgot to send your birthday. Dude, there's no big deal. I don't care about that stuff.
I feel like once we're at this age, we don't want to know anyway.
No, for real. It does lift it up a good amount.
Yeah, just that 1/4 inch makes a difference.
Yeah, especially because like it's almost a belly dragger. You know what I mean? And the shocks are already maxed out. But I really think they should have went in like an off-road route, especially with that video they made. I really think they kind of missed an opportunity there. Good morning, everybody. Top of the morning, Mr. Beardsley. What's up, Sleek? How you doing, buddy? If you hear me talking to somebody and someone talking in the background, it's my buddy Chris. He came to visit. He's hanging out with us. I'd give you his YouTube channel, but he's embarrassed to post anything.
I'll just have him post it.
His name's Weezow on YouTube. He's a drummer. He does drum stuff.
Another day to drink some beers.
Yeah. It's another day, yeah. Sergeant Jay's the man. He's such a good dude. Sergeant Jay, I wish I remembered. I could have had you in here today. We could have hung out. What's up, Chris? Appreciate you being in the background. Appreciate you hanging out. Me too, buddy.
Thanks, man. Happy to be here.
He's a good dude. Like I said, we've known each other for like 25 years.
That's an airplane for. I fly down just to hang out for a couple days.
Yeah, for real. That actually might be enough for my dirt road.
I'm glad that clears. I wasn't sure that was going
I didn't think they were going to. So these actually clear the front. We'd have to do some body trimming. What are you guys getting into, man? Feel free, ask questions. Let's chat it up. I really wish that guy from like 2-3 weeks ago came back because I'm really curious to see how he made out because we gave him a lot of options to try to figure out his front end on his XRT. He said he was going to come back and let us know, but he hasn't been back.
Little beer and eggs in the morning.
So I do it.
Bacon.
Honestly, beer with breakfast is actually pretty good.
You gotta get your bread somehow in the morning.
Yeah, it's liquid bread. You'd be all right.
Not bad, actually.
Yeah, so that's actually for my dirt road. That actually might be okay. And I think the body posts are already all the way up. Honestly, we just have to cut out the tire well a little bit around here and around here because when you go to turn here, it's going to hit the body.
Yeah.
So we just trim this out around each fender. You'd get some rubbing when it flexes, but it's called self-clearing.
Yeah, it'll wear it down. And you can squat it too.
So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So this body obviously hitting the tires, but if we just flip this around, it should clear, and around in the rear too. And then again, when you suspension travels, it'll hit, but it'll self-clear after a while. On some weekends, you'll have you a shower beer. Yeah, dude. Shower beers just hit different. And Sergeant J is a Coors Banquet man like myself. He has a whole sweatsuit.
Oh man,
It's awesome.
that's a very gentlemanly move.
Yeah, it does actually look good. Just some trimming on the body. And again, I wish it was a little higher, but before, like, there was like that much room. I couldn't even fit a finger under there. And now, like, especially for hard packed dirt,
Can you compress this anymore, or not give you any more lift?
I can crank these down.
Is it the arms that are limiting the?
Well, there's bump stops I can adjust, and then I can max these out and lift it a little bit more. But yeah, just some body trimming, and we can try it. That does look badass on some Badlands. I always forget how smooth these servos are. You can't even hear it making noise. I always forget that I think the steering's not hooked up. I don't know if you guys noticed, I got the metal side things here. They used to be plastic, but helps lock the body in. We got some metal skids underneath. You can see my deflector in the front got ripped off. That's when I was trying to drift underneath a tractor trailer and hit the tire. These are fun as hell, though. If you guys honestly are looking for something that can haul ass and that's a lot of fun, the infraction is cool as hell, man. They also have the felony, but it's kind of the same, but it doesn't have the handbrake to lock up the rear wheels. You can add that if you want, but the rear wheels are bigger in the rear than the front on the felony, and that means the rear diff is geared different. So with this, it runs the same gearing front and rear, but with the bigger tires on the other one, they actually had to re-gear the diff. So a lot of people think you could just swap the diffs from each one, but not with the infraction and that, because they are geared different in the rear. You have the Team Corrales Suga XLR, and the racing tires like that buggy, but I think it's time for me to get some racing scene. I have everything Bashers. Yeah, dude, it's good to mix it up, man. That's why I ended up getting that plane that I almost lit on fire because I was angry. Ice Cold Yellow Jacket. Hell yeah, dude. The arm of felony, right? That would be sweet putting that on ice. Yeah, exactly. But again, that felony, different gearing in the rear because it has a bigger tire. So there's something to keep in mind. Like if you blow diff or whatever, you can't get the infraction diff. You have to get that correct diff. That's another reason why I went with the infraction. It's because one, the handbrake's fun, but two, I didn't want to have to really worry about like if I blow the front and I have a spare front, I could just put it in the rear. That you can't. They're different. Been a little tricky finding one. I have to check eBay. It's hard to get those infractions. Yeah, the infraction V2. Are they discontinued? Let's look. There's the felony. No, they're in stock. Yeah, both are in stock. Hopefully the stream didn't freeze. Let me know if it did. On my screen it did, but sometimes it does that. And then the felony. Yeah, they're both still in stock. You would do drones all day. Them RC planes, man, you got to be right on point. My problem was my NX8 bricked, and then I lost my mind and threw it and broke my NX8 completely. So I have a new RTR controller on the way. It'll be here Tuesday. All right, Jeremy, you enjoy, dude. Let us know next week what you broke. I guess, yeah, that's just me, I guess.
Check too.
Sometimes my stream that I watch tries to play at 1080p, but I'm running the stream. I have multiple windows open and stuff. It doesn't like to do all that.
Just make sure.
Make sure you watch that ad, Chris.
Gotta get that ad revenue.
Watch that ad. Oh, you skipped it.
Oh, the whole ad. Let's have it.
Are we talking?
See your foot moving.
Yeah, my hands
All right,
moving.
cool.
We're good. All right, cool. Yeah, like I said, sometimes my stream, because I have multiple windows open, I have the stream software going and then going through another piece of software. So like sometimes the stream, when I watch it, looks like it freezes up. Boom. As you guys can see, I had the watermark for StreamYard again. I stopped paying for the version that takes that away. So we'll bring it back eventually, but yeah, man, I think this with the Badlands, I think is going to be pretty legit. I still kind of want to figure out a way to lift it a little bit more. Got to do some trimming. Has anybody else made any like infraction or a felony or anything off road? I'm just curious because these things being off road would be sick. But someone said they'd rather fly drones because planes have to be like spot on. Aren't drones harder to fly? I'd almost guarantee they are.
Like it depends. We have those control systems where like it's soft leveling and stuff, it's better. But
Well, yeah, like my Spark, that's a video
yeah,
drone. I can just let go and it'll just hover by itself.
the quadcopter.
Yeah, you have to like always keep them going.
It's like a plane times 4.
Yeah, because I do have a DJI Spark, and I could fly that, but like it basically flies itself. It's pretty much cheating. Yours flies itself, yeah. A lot of those video drones do, but like a race drone and stuff don't. You have to like you want to hover, you got to keep adjusting micro adjust to keep it like flying flat and like not crashing. Some I want to get into. But I got to work my way to that. I have the simulator because you should see me fly a helicopter. I go, "Eew," and it's gone. So, and I can crash all I want on the simulator without paying money. But yeah, it looks like I can lift the rear body post on this to give it because it's a little low. I can move that up a notch. The front is maxed out, and then we do some trimming on that body, and this infraction should be pretty badass on these. Go ripping down my road and see how it does. What kind of drone do you have, Spike? You're gonna head out. Take care, guys. Keep on bashing. You too, Hunter. You take it easy, buddy. See you next week. What do you guys think, though? You think that Armor should have went the off-road route? I really think they should have. A Femi Mini 3? Femi? I've never heard of that. I'm not into drones though, so I really don't know much about them. That's cool though. But yeah, that's a whole different monster. Flying anything. Completely different.
Cool little drone. That's a compact.
Oh yeah. It kind of looks like a Spark.
Yeah. Well, Feeny, but
Feeny.
I never heard of him.
Yeah, I never heard of him either. That's pretty cool.
DJI competitor.
Can't find a limitless off-road superstore. So it looks like you're the first one. Yeah, this is an infraction, but yeah. We'll see. Again, I might adjust the suspension a little bit to try to bring it up just a little bit more because I have random bumps sometimes, and when you're haul assing and you hit that, you're gonna haul ass it and tumbles. Maybe I have two 6S packs here. I mean 3S. What are these? No, they're 6S. Maybe we'll throw one 6S in here and run it. It runs on 8S, but we can run it on 6 just to see how she does.
Yeah. Test run.
Infractions, what you meant. Yeah. That's what I figured. But yeah, we can do a little test run because I have two 6S packs here with charged. Just take our time. Try to run it on there. Is this on my, I don't know if this is on my Noble or if it's on the stock controller. I think it's the stock controller because the antenna is real long. And I think, where the hell? I wrote on the controller fastness, meaning it's for this. Yeah. First try. Fastness.
Look at that.
And as you guys can see, when I write on these to know what they are, I write it in black Sharpie, so it's super hard to see. Because, I don't make anything easy. Does it stay cool on 6S? Yeah, because I'm running an 8S setup in here. So Obviously, you're not using as much power on 6, so it stays cooler for sure. Because these stock are 6S. But I had this spare 8S motor and ESC, so that's why that's in here. I think where should have a battery. And obviously, it's all how you gear it too. Like if you have put the optional gearing in here for speed passes, it's going to get hotter faster. Obviously, just make sure this thing actually still turns on. I haven't turned this on since I moved, so uh, just in case she just wants to haul ass right away. I learned that the hard way. I need a jumper. There we go.
Fast.
It's gonna be violent. My steering is definitely a little off. You guys are wondering what servo this is? This is a Power Hobby servo. They're actually relatively cheap and one of the smoothest servos I've ever had. Like Chris, so you notice when I was turning the wheels when it was off, it wasn't even going or making noise.
Yeah.
They're super smooth.
Yeah, it wasn't like jumpy. I feel like mine kind of gets like that. It has that little hum.
Yeah, no. And these are relatively cheap. Yeah, they are super fast. Honestly, you don't need them this fast. You can turn that down, but yeah, off-road. This is an off-road infraction mess. How many acres do I have? 10. Will they fit when they balloon? We had to trim the body, and then we'll do a test run and go from there. We had to cut the fenders out, and they're going to rub when the suspension moves, but again, self-clearing. But yeah, we'll test it. We'll see how she does, and at least she turns on. Actually, okay, the fan works too. Oh, cool.
Mr. 10 Acres. We're gonna start calling it.
That's what they call me in the one group chat I'm in. Hey, someone asked me, Matt. He's the guy who did my house.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Looks great, by the way, man. Good work.
Nah, he was talking about it. He's like, oh, I could have did better.
Yeah, I can't see how. I think it looks great.
Yeah, it's the servo's too fast, especially for a speed car, you don't want to be able to go right away because you're gonna go and just disappear. Yeah, if I had more than 3 days, I'm only messing with you, man. But yeah, we're gonna test it out. We'll run it on 6S on the road, lose control, crash it, bring it back in here, fix it, and try it again.
This is life.
Yeah. Yeah, these are aluminum side skirts actually here. I put those on. I got a whole kit actually. It came with those and the aluminum skid plates on the bottom. So, and there's a little channel in here, so the body really sits in this channel really nice. I hope that wasn't the drip. Yeah, I know. But yeah, I'm really curious to see how this does. I didn't realize I've had these tires forever. And until you picked it up, I was like, shit.
Yeah, you know, it's gonna have second set of eyes sometimes.
So we'll see. Like someone said, when these balloon, they'll probably hit. But again, that's just something we can trim. No, look, we got full steering. Like it's not even close.
How much would this balloon here?
That's the whole thing. Like
Right
if
top.
the rear balloons, it might touch here. But again, I have a Dremel, so I'll cut this down if I need to. Because again, it's going to be off road, so I'm not too worried about downforce and airflow and stuff. So if I have to, I'll trim this down a little bit. And obviously, the body needs to be trimmed, but we'll go a little at a time and figure it out. But yeah, front end, you got plenty of clearance. And even in the front, if it starts, I'm not gonna if these are ballooning while I'm trying to turn at max, I'm doing something wrong. So it's gonna make a sweet video, yeah. So she does. Again, when we end this, I gotta start some ribs and then I'll trim the body up and stuff. Making some ribs today. I should take off one of these tires, this one. Because this foam exploded. So it has foam, no foam.
Oh, sounds like missing a chunk. Or like
Yeah.
it's shifted.
Yeah, that one's good. But this one's missing foam here.
Oh yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, this has like almost no foam. Oh yeah, ribs. Hell yes. I bought some ribs also for this week. Hell yeah, dude. When you making those, Mets? We're winding down a little bit. We normally end these at an hour, guys. Just if you're new, just let you know. Just easy rewatch and stuff for people. I have a feeling this thing's going to be violent.
Honestly, with that much grip too.
These are one of my favorite tires. The Badlands. Probably tomorrow. Hell yeah, bud. What kind of smoker do you have? I see the boom boom speakers are gone. Yeah, my buddy got those a while back. Yeah, remember that speaker at my buddy's house we went to yesterday
Yeah.
in his garage? He got those from Mets.
Oh, they think kicks ass.
Yeah, they're loud as shit. There's two of them, dude. They're so loud, but they're not loud to the point where like it's distorted. You can crank it and it's still super clear and nice.
Yeah.
They're super nice speakers.
It's high power. Yeah, if you're really slamming it, it gets kind of muddy.
Yeah.
But when you have that extra overhead and the power,
Yeah,
you get
they're
less distortion.
they're nasty.
Amplifiers. Yeah.
You don't have a smoker or a grill? Why you don't you live in America? You could at least get a grill.
Build a smokehouse. Go all out.
Yeah, for real. Man, It does not like this setup right now. It's never this choppy for me.
Seems a little better now.
Yeah, I have the quality way down too. I haven't went through your smoker phase yet. Dude, you're older than me. You should have been there already. At least you didn't say a barbecue. Yeah, I went off on a tangent on that at one time. Barbecue versus like a grilling and
What would constitute like a barbecue?
like ribs, pulled pork, stuff like that. Like if you say, hey, I'm barbecuing, I come over and making hamburgers and hot dogs,
Oh.
you're not.
Not real barbecue.
It's not a barbecue. It's not a barbecue. That's
Grilling.
yeah, grilling or cooking out. You don't have anybody to cook for. You live alone, so I don't need to buy a grill though. I'm slacking. But you cook for yourself. Treat yourself. Nothing wrong with treating yourself. Shit, I'll come over. You can cook for me. But yeah, man, I'm actually surprised that these just go right on. I have a feeling ballooning in the front, I don't think is going to be an issue. The rear may be an issue. Well, again, if I have to, I'll trim that back end of that plate. And we had to do some cutting on the body, but what's that situation over there? If you come up here, I'll let you cook. No, you cook. It's your house. You don't let another man use your grill. That's your domain. We need to get him a grill and a chick. Oh man. Yeah, it's gonna be cool, man. And the reason why I really started thinking about this was that new Limitless video when it was like on the salt flats and everybody thought it was an off-road thing. And it's not. I was like, shit, let's do something with the infraction. Especially where I live now, there's not a lot of like asphalt. I can go to places, but like I had to go like when they close and stuff. Running this on my road would be fun, I think. Some badass. I love fried rice, dude. Yeah, fried rice is so damn good. And you get the eggs in there. You gotta add eggs to your fried rice. It's so good.
Plenty of soy sauce.
Yeah. Had some pretty decent ramen yesterday, actually. That was pretty good. Had some seafood ramen. But yeah, guys, this is interesting, to say the least, I think. And worst comes to worst, if I do need to go a little higher on the suspension, we can. But before I couldn't even put like this, I couldn't even put my finger under there. Now I can. So it lifted a pretty decent amount, maybe a half inch or so. It's one of the few things I'm good at. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody has their thing, bro. I just make it up as I go. I just surround myself with smart people. And chuck steaks. My chuck steaks will melt in your mouth. Hell yeah, dude. I love steak. I love food, as you can tell by my physique. But, Max, what do you think about that new Limitless? It's really not that much different. Just the fact that it comes with the electronics and the gearing to go 120. Other than that, it's pretty much the same. It has the better diff and stuff, but hybrid, what's up, buddy? Messing with, if you're just joining, you just toss some Badlands on my infraction, and then we're going to try to make this thing go real fast off-road, all because of that Limitless video. So we'll see how she does. You make good enough fried rice, we might get lucky and get you an Asian chicken. And again, it's my buddy Chris. I think he's been in a few videos before. The one short when we were working on the track last time he was here. Um, it's been around. The moving video when I moved here, he drove down with me. Hybrid's a good dude. He real big into nitro and stuff. When I did that get together at that pit I used to run at, he came out and hung out with us.
So the one down here, or the one.
No, the one in Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, because he didn't live far, so he came out and hung out with us. He was like over 100,000 subs.
Yeah, that's awesome. Man.
Yeah, he does some good lives too.
Congrats.
Nitro for life. Yeah, dude. I need to get mine back out. I just fixed my what is it? 8XT. I had to put a new collar on that for the flywheel, but that's good to go.
Metro World Order.
Yeah, dude. I might be getting a box of like old nitro stuff for somebody I met. Somebody I know, his employee says he has a bunch of like old tracks of stuff, buggies, and it's like he's like, I don't have a use for it, so he might just give me a box of stuff. You just ran the Duratrax engine you gave me a while back. But yeah, dude. Gonna be a good day. Eat some ribs, break some stuff.
Take the track out for a spin.
Take the track out for a spin.
Why not? Track back there.
Oh yeah, I need to cut that one jump down. The grass. When I go to mow, I mow around it, and every time I'm done weed whacking, I forget about that jump.
Yeah.
This is super high. We just got to clear that up. Referring the bots. No, I assumed hybrid. I figured. Sickening. But what I heard that a hybrid, you might know, is HPI done with their nitros? Because apparently they don't have someone making their motors now or something. Is that true? I heard something like that real quick. You're hoping the wind dies down. You would like to take the heli out for a flight? Hell yeah, dude. No, Mats, I did not. Well, all we know about HPI is they cannot get their force engines anymore. Yeah, it's already red. So I have a feeling they're just going to go to the wayside with that stuff. Maybe they'll toss a different engine in there, but there isn't many manufacturers anymore for those. I wonder where they're going to end up. Honestly, I've been disappointed with some of their recent releases. It's like, come on, man. They did say later they're looking for another source. I'm sure. Curious what their source would be. Because there's not many. Just curious. Trackstar, good engine, alpha based. I can dig it. I've been waiting to take your pro boat out. But I've been working 7 days a week and my days off, I haven't had energy to. Now I get that, dude. You gotta make that money, but sometimes it beats you out, man. They make kids and forget. Yeah, the sad part is a lot of people are lazy nowadays and they don't want to do kits. I'd rather a kit. I like building it, but a lot of people just want to put fuel in or a battery and go. HPI kits would be cool. Like I have that HPI Baja kit when that came back out. I built that. Because my buddy season will be in the winter this year. Hey, dude, there's nothing wrong with that. Would be sick. Even the higher end Argus would be good. They're not getting new customers anyway. I think same old crew just wanting nitros. Yeah, it's like that's what it is. They don't have anything to capture new people. It's like the old school dudes are like, oh man, I used to have savages and this and that, and they're just going back to them. They need something to bring in new people. But where we at? We're at an hour. We're gonna end it there. We got some stuff to do. I gotta throw some ribs on the smoker. We gotta crash this infraction and slam it into a tree.
Fix it again, press it again.
Hopefully fix it. If not, have parts. We should be able to fix it. We have a Dremel, duct tape, glue, and drills. We'll make it work. And zip ties.
Sprinkle in a little pure anger there.
A little anger, yeah. And hopes and dreams. But I'm gonna end it like we always do. Wherever you are in the world, have a good morning, afternoon, or night. We'll catch you next week, Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will have a video up tomorrow. Sorry if you guys just joined. Last week I wanted to post a video of the plane, but I rage quit and my NX8 bricked, and then I smashed my controller out of anger. So the video of building that will be posted tomorrow. I held off because I want to see if I can fix the NX8, and I can't. So that video will be tomorrow. We're going to be running this. I'll have some fun. But you guys have a good rest of your weekend, and I'll catch you guys soon, man. Hopefully I'll see you guys next week.